Ever feel like you have big dreams, but no energy to make them happen? You think, I'll do it tomorrow, but...
Well, what if there is no tomorrow? There wasn't one today.
You set your goals for this year, but when it comes down to it, it feels so hard to even start. You think about getting fit, or doing that big project, or getting back to that side hustle and consistently working at it. But instead, you scroll on your phone or watch TV. Why does this happen? Well, I'll tell you, it's not because you're lazy. It's because the task feels way too hard, and when something feels so hard, your brain automatically says, let's do something easier. Think about the times you've been stuck because the goal felt impossible. You want to earn more money, but side hustles just seem way too saturated and everyone else seems so far ahead. It feels so overwhelming. Or you want to get healthier, but the thought of going to the gym every day seems exhausting. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months. Eventually, you just accept that you are who you are and that you won't be anything more. But here's the good news. Today, we're going to break that cycle. And the fix may be easier than you think. So you're probably wondering, why does this seem so hard? Well, the fact is, learning how to overcome this pushes you from being ordinary into being someone super. And if everyone figured this out, then everyone would be super.
And with everyone super, no one will be.
So what is the real problem here? Why can't you break that feeling of being overwhelmed? Now, a lot of videos out there on the internet talk about deleting social media or getting rid of distractions, but these are just symptoms of the problem. Instead, let's turn to science for the answer. And that answer can be summed up in one word. And that one word is inertia. Newton came up with his first law of motion by observing that objects at rest stay at rest, and objects in motion stay in motion, unless acted on by an external force. Tasks work the same way. The hardest part is getting started. And getting started requires some sort of push and some amount of energy. And this is the problem. It takes so much energy in our minds because we're trying to accomplish it all at once. So we avoid it entirely and don't even start. And this is where cheap distractions come in, just like an alcoholic to his drink. So to break procrastination, you need to break inertia. And once you're in motion, it's easier to keep going. So let's follow these 3 simple steps to break inertia. The first step is make it stupidly small. Big tasks feel scary. So let's say you want to start a YouTube channel and get 1,000 followers. But when you're thinking about it, that's almost a year's worth of hard work outside of your regular job and family without any money, without any extra income, and you're not even seeing any additional income. The stakes are way too high, and it blows you right towards procrastination. That's just way too intimidating and it's way too hard to get started. So instead, you need to reduce the stakes. And you can do this by writing a few simple ideas of a script today. That's it, just a few ideas. And do just a little bit, even a bare minimum, even if it's just 2 minutes of your time each day. And with that, the feelings of inertia will feel much smaller and you'll still feel accomplished without having to rely on willpower or discipline. And this is how you make a task seem small. So if you're wanting to write a book, forget about the 200 pages. Just simply write a sentence today. And if you're trying to work out, forget about going to the gym, just do a simple push-up today. Small wins build momentum, just like climbing a mountain, one step at a time. Getting started is the hardest part, so make the start easier by making it smaller. In fact, ridiculously small. Because again, if you don't, you won't even make it to the first step. Now this brings us to our second step, which is creating an easy routine. Willpower fades, but routines stick. Set up your day so that it makes action automatic. So if you want to go to the gym, grab a buddy to go with you. And if you're trying to work on that dang side hustle, set up a daily schedule of your week so that you can clearly see when you have time to work on it, even if it's just a little bit each day in the beginning. You see, routines act like training wheels until the habits become solidified. And lastly, there's a growing popular method called the 2-minute rule. If on a particular day you're just not feeling up to the task, just tell yourself you'll do it for 2 minutes. That's it, just 2 minutes. And you can stop whenever you want to after the 2 minutes are up. So for example, if you don't feel like working on a project, then just put on your earphones, play a song, and just go to work until the song's over. The cool thing about this trick is that it'll send you with momentum into whatever the task is, so it's likely that when the song's over, you'll just keep going. So instead of writing 30 words on your script, you'll write 300 words on your script. So remember that when you've been thrown into motion, it's more likely that you'll stay in motion. So remember that success is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. You don't need motivation, you need motion. So what's the small step that you'll take today? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. And if it's about working on a side hustle, I've got another video right here for you. Go ahead and click on it. It's about 7 hacks to becoming financially free. And guys, I hope that gets you out of a rut. Until next time.